Hi, this is Second Readings by Audrey, where I do predictions of the future. If you'd like me to do a prediction for you, let me know in the comments below. Today we're doing pick a reading, 1, 2, or 3. I'm going to have a slide coming up in just a moment with the 3 choices. It's just 3 cards with numbers on them. So pick the one that you're most attracted to, and that'll be your reading for the next week. This is for everybody that picked number 1 as your reading. Now, in the health area, I'm feeling that you're very anxious and waiting to go on some decisions on health matters. Some of you are looking for other answers, okay, for a health issue, either yourself or somebody that's very close to you, to go forward with an operation or a course of action to increase the health. I do have a feeling this is a time for looking at different types of diets for people that are looking into that. I think this is going to be a time for changing out your dietary needs, okay, for better health. Also, there's some of the information that you're going to be getting on the diet area of your life is going to be incorrect and may lead to complications down the road. So just be aware of this in the next week as we're looking to change our diets for better health on some of the things that you're buying from the store. They may have an adverse effect on your health. Because of all the stress that we're having right now, I think this is a time to look into a new exercise regime, as well as starting a exercise regime. So everybody who's picked number 1, a lot of you are going to be looking into health matters for exercise and dietary needs. For the financial situation, a lot of the cards are not so great for the next week or so. It seems that you're going to be looking for new employment, or you're stuck where you are right now financially. So this is a time not to wallow, okay, in what is around you or in front of you. Instead of focusing too much on that, look for different opportunities to make income. I have a feeling for people who pick number 1, there may be some business opportunities that are going to be coming towards you. And now you're going to have to look at those opportunities to see which one is beneficial to you. I do have a feeling that many of you are facing financial turmoil as we're going through this wonderful time together. So have a look out on anything that will boost your financial gain at this time. There's also a legal issue surrounding a lot of number 1's job prospects. So there may be shut down because of legal issues or overcoming legal issues, which may put a monkey wrench in your plans for the next week or so. For the friends and family, there's going to be a lot of people that are changing their opinion about us, okay? And what they used to think was maybe a negative aspect of ourselves into a more positive. As we go forward into the next week, we're going to have a different perspective, okay, going forward in the next week, where we're going to be having to show our work to our colleagues that this is something to do with work, business matters, and showing our endeavors that we have done and proving to the people that were skeptical of us, okay, on the things that we can do, and that's going to bring us forward much better situation. Okay, that's number one. For everyone that's picked number 2 reading for the next week. Now, in the health section of your card reading, it seems that you're going to be overthrowing a lot of naughty things happening behind the scenes on your I think it's the doctor doing something nefarious behind the scenes, and prescribing things that they shouldn't be, or medications that are too strong, okay, in the next week, that may have adverse difficulties in your health. Also, there's going to be some of the females that have picked number 2 that are going to be going through a weird transitional state of emotion. So make sure we're trying to meditate, be peaceful, grounded, and centered as we go into the next week. Especially if you're part of a female energy around you, or yourself being female. Because it's going to drive you crazy as your emotions, this could be males too, that this can affect, are going to drive you crazy of ups and downs in the emotional state, especially at this time and age. So just be careful of that in the next week or so. In our financial situation for number 2 is we're going to find some mentor, okay, that's going to be showing us how to help save our wealth in the next little while, and give good advice on, it could be cryptocurrencies, it could be other investment opportunities, it could be blending of the two, or different job prospects that are going to be coming up in the next little while for all of us that still have a job out there. There's going to be new opportunities for us out there. So I have a feeling that the ones that do go into a new business, it's going to be the right mix that's going to be working out perfectly just for you guys. Then again, there's going to be naysayers out there that dislike our success at any level, and we have to make sure that we're not letting them bring us down. So make sure that we're grounded, centered for the next week. Relieve those tensions that we've all been feeling in the last little while, and just let our intelligence and our intuition guide us, and not listen to those people. Okay? And that's very important going forward into the next week. Friends and family, I believe there's going to be some new partnerships that could be related to the business and financial side of our lives that are going to be very beneficial. And it's going to get rid of a lot of the jokers that are around us, probably the people laughing at us in the financial part of our lives, and putting them aside and making a judgment on many of the things that we were unsure of in the next little while, and making decisions of the people that we surround ourselves with. Okay, that's number 2. This is for everybody that picked number 3 as their reading. In the health area of our lives in the next coming week, we're going to be upturning a lot of the things that we thought were true and changing it and throwing it on its head in the next week or so about our health. We're going to be doing that celebration as we reach some goals in our health situation. It could be running that mile. It could be going to the gym finally after all this time. It could be making decisions that benefit us the greatest. There's also some people that you've just gotten rid of because they're really stressful type of people out there. and that you've made a decision on to not listen to and put them to the side as we trudge forward, okay, following our goals and using that law of attraction to our best benefit on reaching health goals, okay? And this will be the time for the number threes to really shine as we're getting out there, working out, getting back to work, and starting to lead a less stressful life as we're grounding and centering ourselves and exercising and turning off the news. All that funny stuff out there in the news, and just trying to move forward. And I think everybody that's picked number three is going to do that amazingly. Okay, in our financial part of our lives in the next week, that we're going to be overturning a lot of things that we didn't have clear thought on. Okay, some of the things that we thought were true, we're going to turn that on our head. Number three is we're turning everything on our head today for the next week, and then making good decisions about health and wealth, which will bring us much wealth in the future. I think the number threes have jobs or are about to get jobs or business ideas or business situations that'll be beneficial, but it's going to be, I'm picking up a long, not a long wait, but a wait. I know everybody wants everything now, but in the next week, you'll be able to see that the decisions that you've made, okay, are going to be growing and growing, and you're going to be able to see where this growth is. So we're going to all have to be patient as number threes on just getting it done and just waiting for our big cash out, okay? So don't worry about it. We're going to be okay, number threes. Your financial situation is going to improve in the next week. Could be slight, could be a great, okay? Our friends and family and accomplices and all that other stuff, there's a lot of new relationships, new mentors that are coming our ways. A lot of them are female energies that will be leading the pack. Females are the strongest. Don't forget that, guys. And they're going to be leading the charge on many of the things going forward as we go through this interesting time in history. And they're going to be the ones that show us how to preserve our current wealth by smartly shopping and all that wonderful stuff that females really know how to do. Us guys are not so great at that. But ladies, this is your time to shine. And we're going to be finding those mentors and making new relationships, and our households and family are going to benefit from that wisdom. Always grateful for the people that are donating down below. Check me out on LBRY and also on Patreon. And remember to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the future.